almost quit playing the new Doom games because I thought they sucked, and what I decided to do next impacted everything. I think some of you may have felt the same way as I did. Was I wrong? Watch to the end and let's find out. See, Doom is supposed to be fast, frenetic fun, an increase to the heart rate, intense, elevated mental state. This game is meant to be an adrenaline rush, supreme satisfaction, a game that never slows down, and we love it for that. So when, 25 years after its 1993 release, you try the new reboot, and the movement feels slow? You think, wait a second, this is supposed to be 90 miles per hour, and it feels like a smooth Sunday stroll, driving Miss Daisy, if you will. This isn't Doom, this isn't the game that I knew and love and grew up with. So you put it on ultra-violence difficulty, and it doesn't feel like it should, like it used to. You go into the first arena, damage lights you up, and man, this feels hard and slow. What have they done to my beloved game? I thought the new Doom had problems. Did they break something that didn't need fixed? Let's look deeper. Runes? Suit upgrade points? Mod bots? Weapon upgrades? Mods? What the heck? I mean, I love RPGs myself, but holy crap, it's like they're speaking a whole other language here, and it's not the language of Doom that I knew. Now, I'm not saying that these things were bad, but look at just how much new stuff that I'd have to learn on a game that felt slow. What happened over 25 years to bring us to this point? And I have to say, if you're a Doomer, you've used these weapons, check out the bar below, get this cool merch, and if you're an IDDQD crew member, you get a discount too. Thanks for supporting the channel. And was it redeemed in 2020? Doom Eternal's trailers looked and felt slow. Now, I hadn't tried 2016 by this point, so I was not feeling too good about it, because this was not the Doom that I knew. And even when I started Eternal, after having played 2016, it took me 5.5 hours to get halfway through Cultist Base to the pit, level 3, and I wondered if this was it. Did they miss the mark again here? I thought we would never see as many clears on Ultra Nightmare. This game was just tough. Everything felt wrong, but could it ever be made right again? See, why would I think this absolute nonsense is true? I mean, am I alone in this? Did you think this too? I don't think I am. Here is why. Because, let's face it, and you can relate to this, some video games feel like they throw so much at you to learn, and it's overwhelming. And you wonder, is it really worth the time and the energy to study this game and what it asks of you? Because what if you spend 10 hours learning and then you find out the game sucks? You could have done so much more with those 10 hours, like playing games that you know you enjoy. And what about the money? Who wants to spend $60 on a video game only to find out that they hate it and they're past the 2-hour return point on Steam? I mean, $60, it's nothing to sneeze at. If you make $10 an hour, that's almost a whole work day of wages, not counting the gas money it took you to get there, which is about $17 a gallon right now, lunch for the day, and not to mention the taxes you'll pay. So really, you're paying a full day's worth of work for one video game that you might not even like. But it's like a double-edged sword, right? You might love the game and get 1,000 hours out of it. Maybe it's just average for you. Or maybe you hate it and you really hate that you hate it. But we never truly learn something new unless we step out and try, right? We say all of these things, and we have these worries, but when you've been with a game series since you were a kid, one that is literally almost as old as you are, that you grew up with, you just want to see it age well, right? I mean, to be known and remembered for what it truly means to you, because the amazement that you see in that game, you want others to see it too. So you tell them how awesome it is. And when you finally try these new versions, ones that you want to carry the torch from those of the past, you want it to be amazing. You don't want to be let down. But what if you are? See, that's when things get tough. Because you love the series, just not the direction they took with it. And it feels upsetting and personal because you want it to work. You don't like it, but you want to like it. And you just can't. And that makes it really hard, right? When you want to like something so badly, be it food, a video game, or even a person in a relationship, and you just don't. You can't. And that sucks. You hate that you hate it. And what adds to this conundrum that you can't necessarily base if you enjoy a video game off the first time playing it or even the first time beating it. Often, there's a whole world to unlock and discover within it, honing your skills to learn all the moves and really getting your money's worth. What if We just need a little more time. What helped me and would help you too was to give it a chance. Realize that yes, there are lots of new systems, but the game doesn't expect you to learn them all in a day. They drip feed them to you, and a little in this level and a little in that, and before you know it, you've tried them all. Good things don't come free. It sometimes takes work to make it work, even like a relationship. When I stopped expecting it to feel like a game from 25 years ago, that's when things clicked. When I realized that, hey, while it's a first impression that may be the most important, it's also key to give it a fair chance, and maybe, just maybe, they'll be one of your favorite games and afford you opportunities that change your life as a gamer and YouTuber. And you have to look at the community. What about all the opportunities that you would miss in single player, in multiplayer, in Discords with people that you meet playing the game? You can make new online friends. You could have people that you talk to and associate with and are cool with beyond the lifespan of the game. I know people from video games from years ago that I talked to for years on end. You never know what's truly going to happen when you get immersed into a game, meet the community, put yourself out there, and try to have fun with it and all the other people that play it too, that have that same goal as you and me. And when it comes to goals, Doom Eternal means a lot of things to a lot of people. I've seen stories, your stories, time and again saying, Allstin, I started on I'm Too Young to Die, now I'm on Nightmare, beating the game, and I never thought I could do it in a million years. I'm 50 years old, I grew up playing Doom, and I'm playing the modern games, having a blast, doing things that I couldn't never think I would. Look at that personal growth, accomplishment, and fulfillment from this. A person put the time and work into a game that they loved and reaped the results, ascending to heights that they never imagined they'd reach. What if they, like me, never gave it that chance? This is why you need to have those personal goals and friends and community to go along with it. And if you do want a community, feel free to join our Discord. We love talking about strategy and help there. When you give that game a chance, you meet new people that are like-minded, just like you, who have these same goals and will help encourage and push you along, and you give each other tips that you've learned and practiced, and that way you get there faster, together, so you don't make the same mistakes that each other made. Look at that camaraderie that you can have if you just give the game a try. I'm glad I was open-minded and gave the new Doom games a chance. Are you? Comment your first impressions of Doom Eternal and then check out my next video. Is Doom really a Christian game? There's an answer, and it's not what you think it is. It's deep. I'm Allstin. Thanks for watching.